you dey wonder why P2B, if you dey wonder why people dey support Labour Party and why people dey eager to choose P2B, say you know, as in you wan know why people dey struggle by all means, even without P2B meeting them one-on-one or talking to them, they dey struggle by themselves to make sure say P2B win this election. If you dey wonder why, you want to know why, make I show you. Watch this video, watch this video from beginning to the end. Make you hear things. Make sure say you watch am to the end. You get people wey make God. Watch the video first.
When you have been pushed to the wall and you are tired, hungry and angry, and you are not inclusive and you are neglected, nobody will tell you how to take over. It is your passion, your desire, and your vision and your mission that will push you into your destiny to take over. And for Northeast, because we are tired, we are looking, we as mothers, we are looking and are tired that our youth are future of tomorrow, and we have not seen the future for our children. And for this reason, we decided that we will arise.
We're here today to discuss strategies on how to prevent vote buying or vote rigging on that day. We're here today to discuss grassroots mobilization to see how we can go back from tomorrow or next in Borno, Adamawa, Yobe, Taraba, Bauchi and Gombe to talk about how we can engage our people.
Joining us now is Isaac Bellamy, convener of the Northeast stakeholders in the Labour Party. Thank you so much, Isaac, for joining us on the news tonight.
Thank you, Adesuwa. Thank you, Madam Ngozi.
So we hear P2B talk about security and education and how they are intertwined, how one leads to the other. But which comes first? Is this a case of chicken and the egg? Is it solving security first or solving education first? Because he talks about getting more people educated to stop security. Is that the solution? Because some may argue, I mean, the security situation is already there on ground. We've battled it for over 13 years, and the Northeast has been worst hit in these insecurity problems we have. So which comes first, really?
Thank you, Adesuwa. You see, the issue of education is continuous. He is going to, based on what he has promised, start something new and sustain it. The issue of security is immediate because today I'm from southern part of Borno State. For over 10 years or 13 years, like you did mention, most of us can't even visit loved ones during Salah holidays or during Christmas holidays with our eyes open, and it's horrible. You see, today the issue of education, why it's key and why His Excellency, hopefully our incoming president, keep hammering, is that today if you go to Lagos and take an explosive and call somebody on the street that please take this 1,000 naira, go and bomb these people, he won't, because of the level of exposure. The insecurity has to do with poverty, it has to do with education. If people are educated and empowered, they will not take peanut and kill people. And that is why His Excellency is so concerned about education, you know. And so for us, you know, that is key.
Security is key.
Security is immediate.
Okay.
Is immediate.
Right.
And of course, very, very important.
And he's been engaging with Northeast leaders and making promises just like we, put out there. Of course, how he'll tackle insecurity, unemployment, and all of that. But he has to become president first for him to be able to do that.
Correct.
What are his chances? What are the chances of the Northeast actually going to the polls and deciding it is Peter Obi or nobody else? Considering, unfortunately, the backdrop of ethnic sentiments, and cultural sentiments and religious sentiments that seem to drive Nigerians, the larger majority of Nigerians, at the polls. What message are you going to take back to the people in the Northeast about Peter Obi to convince them?
You see, His Excellency Peter Obi mentioned something very, very important today. He talked about, he asked we from the northeastern part of the country that we should show him where we buy bread cheaper than people that live in the south. There's nowhere. The same naira, the same minimum wage, the same stress. We all undergo the same hardship. I said, we have come of age. Gone are those days when you come and deceive us and tell us stories. And I can tell you that, you see, most people don't know that in the northeastern part of the country, there are basically ethnic nationalities that are classified as minorities in different bits. For the first time, we've been forced to come together because we are the most bruised, oppressed, depressed, suppressed, intimidated, and we've said enough is enough. And you see, this time around, let me tell you this, is somebody from Chibok. And the issue of even what APC did, or that's the Muslim ticket, or the injustice, you know, from PDP, whereby you believe that somebody from APC or, you know, will run the country for 8 years, and from same tribe, another person will come for another 8 years. That is injustice. We don't believe in that. We, the ethnic nationalities, believe that this is time for equity, time for justice, and we believe that the Igbos are also human beings. And when you talk about competence, you know, we see Peter Obi and Datti as the perfect match. These are people that have all it takes. They don't just have the energy and age on their side, they have the credibility, they have the passion and the drive. And their record speaks for itself.
Okay.
You can't compare them. And we are ready to vote Peter Obi and Datti in because of who they represent, because religion, Islam or Christianity has not, there's nobody we have voted for because we love him because he's a Muslim or he's a Christian that has, you know, relieved the pain. The pain has rather increased. So this time around, we're not doing religion, we're not doing ethnicity, we are voting people that will save this country.
But is that message getting to the grassroots?
Excellent, and that is why we brought them as the convener, and with my team, we sat down with the party. The chairman of the party was there. You saw the former SGF, Babachi David Law was there. You saw the Middle Belt national president was there.
Yeah. But I also wanted to stay with the chances, really, considering that the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party is from the Northeast, Adamawa State to be precise. The vice presidential candidate of the governing APC, former governor of Borno State, Shatima, is also from Northeast, Borno State to be precise. So what are his chances?
To be very, very frank with you, these are all same people. We're all tired. When they've all ruled us.
You say same people. Has Peter Obi not been part of those same people
Peter
that
Obi,
have ruled?
you cannot compare Peter Obi. Put the records. You see, he who is faithful in little can be faithful in much. We've seen how people privatize different parts of this country, different sectors, to their friends and families. We've seen how people shared land and properties belonging to their state when they were governors, to their friends and families. We've seen Peter Obi. We've seen, the records are clear. He said he gave over 1,000 C of O to different people across Anambra State. And he asked that if anybody can prove that he gave this land to his family or himself or anybody close to his family, that he is going to stop running. I mean, he has dared people. He said, this is the amount of money I left. He moved education from average to #1 in education. We saw the award he got in health. I mean, what else? We saw today he's talking about production to consumption. We saw what he has done with Innocent Motors.
No consumption to production.
Sorry, consumption to production, yeah.
Yes.
So,
and he has said that over and over again.
And this is the man of his words. We believe he is faithful in the past and he will be faithful now.
Labour Party in the north.
Yeah.
Is there any presence there? That's a question people are asking.
This is part of why we're meeting. This is part of why we're actually converging. We are the structure. I ran for House of Reps under APC in 2019. We know what to do. Babachi David Lawal, since President Buhari had been running for office for about 3 times before he won, he was in charge of his infrastructure. We have people that have come from PDP, APC that are tired. And guess what? You believe with me that most people that are still in APC or PDP go and search very, very well. It is for their interests. Most people that I know of, it is for their interests. And most of them are even talking to us behind closed doors because they know that this is the party that will rescue the country. When you talk about, you see, how do you feel when you know that this is the person, Obi and Datti, that can rescue Nigeria, but because you feel that they don't have structure or they don't have the money that some people have stolen to buy vote, you won't vote for them, then you are part of the problem. So the issue is, you see, we have woken up from sleep, from slumber. We won't take 5,000 naira or 10,000 naira for 4 years. That is like 10,000, meaning that every year you are worth 2,500 naira. Enough is enough. People are actually tired.
Just in 20 seconds, are you concerned about security and the polls in the Northeast region, for instance?
Let me just tell you this. The reason why people will rig, you see, you can only rig in a particular polling unit or in a ward or in a local government or in a state.
The question is not even about rigging.
No, it's not.
No.
The issue of security. Yes.
Okay, no. You see, so the issue of
people have confidence.
The issue of security concerns everybody.
Right.
It's not about Labour Party, it also concerns APC, it concerns PDP, it concerns ABGA, and I think the security agencies have been mandated. I mean, it is their responsibility. So for security, we will not allow that to deter or discourage us. We will all go out and vote on that day because that is the last chance to rescue this great nation.
That's good to know. And here, Isaac Bellamy is the convener, Northeast Stakeholders Labour Party. Thank you so much.
When I hear that, and I hear this, now hear the things where these people talk. See, whether we like it or not, this thing don't be like revolution. I dey tell you, the way we be now is a movement on its own already. As in, is on auto. See, P2B is now a project Nigeria. Forget the PDP, IPC. These people when they say like this, 90% of their supporters, all of them they obedient by blood. Any human being with the Nigeria now, when in brain they work normal, now Labour Party, now they believe it. Now P2B them, everybody just they busy. Just like what this guy just say, the whole people, the entire people when see the APC and PDP, not just for their personal interest. Say the actual, if you go for their inside them, all of them they obedient. Every night, including Buhari they obedient. He no fit deny him. He they obedient. Because the way Nigeria been, it is say Buhari himself no say he go dey risky to hand Nigeria over to Tinubu. It is say no. Or say no say he go dey risky to hand Nigeria over to Atiku. It is say no. They know all those things now. I not see very facial expression during their primary election. You not see the way they express, the way in the feel. See, the way Nigeria they go right now, mama or pikin or adult or children, everybody is obedient. We just they wait. Now February, when I go see, it go be like tsunami. The way it go take happen. All those thoughts where people they gather, they buy, may they call hijack election, may they call hijack ballot box, all those things. All of them. Now them be this way they obedient like this. All of them be this way. Don't be this way say APC they want to rally for Lagos where they claim say I be get that. Now they want to rally they go they step where they close market. Still the place still the stadium they empty. That is to tell and say everybody, including that way they organize people for that. All of them they obedient by conscience. Yes.